Hello, my name is Edoardo Borgomeo and I'm from the University of Oxford.
Okay. You just were rewarded with Prince Sultan bin Abdullah's prize for water. Why is this prize so important?
Yeah, so being awarded the Prince Sultan bin Abdullah's prize for water was a great recognition for the water-related research that we do at the University of Oxford, and it was a great signal to move forward and particularly concentrate on the issue of water management under climate change and finding innovative solutions to the challenge of water in times of climate change.
Innovative solutions such as?
So yes, the innovations that we work on are related to the way we plan water infrastructure under climate change, and in particularly new ways of designing and operating infrastructure such as dams or aqueducts in a way that makes them more flexible and resilient to the uncertain impacts of climate change.
And what countries do you work on?
So I've worked in many countries. South Asia, the Middle East and North Africa is also a region where I've worked a lot on, and there the problems relate to water scarcity and increasing demands for water.
You say acting on water is acting on climate change. Why is this?
Yes, because the language of water is the language of climate change, and water flows across many sectors. It contributes to adaptation, arguably in all fields of natural resources management and beyond. And this is why I think that water is key to climate adaptation.
So what can do countries to address this challenge of water scarcity?
So we see water scarcity as a looming crisis. We're afraid that water is going to run out and we're going to fight over water. And this is especially true in arid countries in the Middle East and North Africa. But there are solutions to the water scarcity problem under climate change. One solution is to use less water and use water more efficiently. And we do that by first measuring how much water we're consuming and then moving water around sectors to the ones who are capable of using it more productively. And then another thing that we can do is to create water, manufacture water through desalination, which is a solution increasingly employed in some countries in the Middle East.
But
however, that comes with some negative environmental impacts in terms of emissions and also marine life. But another and more important to me solution for creating more water is through water recycling. So we treat the wastewater that we produce and then we reuse it in different sectors such as irrigation. So that is one of the key solutions.
How is this functioning in underdeveloped countries such as India, where many cities don't even have a waste treatment system for water, for wastewater?
Yeah.
How can you develop so much to recycle?
Yes, so that's a great question. In some low-income countries, the challenge is the technologies are there, but the challenge is to get the right institutional and financing mechanisms in place that can allow for the deployment of these technologies. But one example there is Jordan, which is a middle-income country, and was able to build a wastewater treatment and reuse plant using grant and then commercial loans. So there are increasingly novel financing mechanisms that can allow us to deploy these new technologies to address water scarcity.
The example is usually California also in this sense, right? Is there any other place doing this, in Europe maybe?
So I don't know in Europe. I think in Spain there might be some wastewater reuse. The classical example in high-income countries is, as you said, California, where the treated wastewater is pumped back underground into the aquifer to store it. And then the other example is Singapore, where they have even a brand called New Water, which is totally treated wastewater, which is put back into the system, water bottles, and it's also used for in the industries.